My name's Damien Coulthard. I identify as an Adnyamathanha person on my grandfather's side and a Dairy person on my grandmother's side. I have a special connection to the Flinders Ranges through my grandfather's side. It was here I spent a lot of time with my family and communities, especially during my school holidays, and it was during those times we did travel around country. I did hear stories, and it was engaging in those stories, often around a campfire, and ultimately it's through those connections in the place that you have these stored memories. So for Aboriginal people, all Aboriginal nations in fact would have a memory code of country. This painting here is a topographic view of Ikura Pound, which is a meeting place for the Adnyamathanha people today, and this is a place of trade and a place of great significance. And to me, this story here was taught to me by my grandmother and grandfather, and has also been shared with other elders in the community. It's a story about Warndu the Kingfisher, a ceremony man travelling down from a place called Kakapanya, Mount Termination just outside of Lyndhurst. And it's his travel across country and moving across country, and as he stops he creates a fire to signal to the people at Ikura Pound that he's on his way. Now what's really important about this story, on his journey down from Lee Creek through the ABC ranges and the Hyson ranges, is that each spot that he stopped and created that fire left a coal deposit. So that's a First Nation resource, and a lot of us would know South Australia was powered by coal for a long period of time through Lee Creek coal mine, so it's his journey down. Now, while Warndu the Kingfisher was moving across country, he was being pursued by the Akra, a serpent, and it's the serpent that pushed up the landforms, which you know as the Flinders Ranges, leading to Ikura Pound. Now, the dark tones, once again, are the tones related to the coal deposits embedded within the Yata, the lands. The white dots fading in and out are the land formations left behind the Akra. So as the Akra moved across the Flinders Ranges, he came to a place called Ikura. And as we know now, and those who have visited, it's a massive amphitheatre, and you can see the entrance coming in the middle with all the Yuras in the middle waiting for the ceremony to happen and occur, the male and the female wrapping around, creating that amphitheatre. Now, as mentioned before, it's a place of great significance, a place of storytelling, and a place today where the Adnyamathanha people still care through. It's co-managed, and when we think about co-managed, it's about looking after different cultural sites, but also the environment and restoration of language and stories. So I was very lucky that I've got a lot of strong elders still living on community, and sadly elders that have passed, my grandparents, but my great granny Annie, in partnership with other elders from the community, put together an amazing resource which we're so lucky to have, the Flinders Ranges Dreaming, and there's a number of different stories which help explain different land formations and social rules of how to navigate different spots culturally appropriately. Great Granny Annie played a pivotal role in the restoration of language and story for the Adnyamathanha people, along with other elders from the community who spent vast amount of time going out in country, talking about the story in different places in language and taking photographs of these spots, so the next generation like myself can visit that spot and still have these stories and understand how important each space is, like Munda, like Frome, like Ikura or Pound. So when we refer to our rich histories embedded within the landscapes, Adnyamathanha people refer to that as Yuramutta. We prefer that instead of the term the dreaming. So when you are moving across different spaces into different communities, that you be respectful, ask them of the right terminology, and if you're asking in a respectful way, you will learn something new, something that you can take away and something that you can share with friends and family.